So going from this, I will die. Oh. Hello my friends, if you are watching this video, I'm actually in Bergen. I am so happy I did it. Just wanted to show you this. I mean, my best friend since university, she just made me cry. She wanted to meet me before I go away and she gave me this present, and it says she believed that she can, therefore she did it. I will cherish this present, and oh my god, the most amazing card saying call me, and inside there is a text that made me cry. Basically the idea is that call me, I will always pick up whenever you need. I will be there for you, even if we are apart, even after 50 years. Oh, this is so great. I mean, so much love. She's the best. I just did my COVID test. My tears were just falling. I look like I've been crying for several hours now, but it wasn't pleasant, but it wasn't as crazy as people are saying. It's bearable. It doesn't hurt. It actually feels like you want to sneeze a lot. They put the stick into your throat and then in both of your nostrils. And that's it. So tomorrow I'll be waiting for results. This is it. The bags are packed. Last moments, and I'm off to the airport. Little sad, I don't know. Also excited and worried. So we are at Riga airport, already set by our gate. The woman at check-in said that the luggage is checked in until the destination point, which is Bergen. However, I have to take it out in Oslo. It's quite complicated because I have two huge bags, my backpack and a cat. I will die. So anyways, I feel quite sleepy because I haven't slept, but I'm excited to go. Said goodbye to my mom. Kosha is also here, I will show you. She's very troubled. Hope this is going to be okay.
Magazine. All right, now we are ready for takeoff. Please make sure all carry-on items are placed in the overhead compartments or under the seat in front of you.
Despite all of the stresses and all of the things I went through today, I am here. Please don't mind me being in pajamas. I am so tired. I haven't slept like for a couple of nights because of the stress, and I managed to sleep only 1 hour on the plane, and I'm tired and I suppose I will go to sleep very early. But before I do that, I just wanted to share some quick facts about my experience at the airport. And yeah, here are the facts you should probably know. So, I just wanted to mention that whenever you're traveling, please do make sure to check out all the official websites that are listing all of the rules about entering Norway, because in the last couple of days before my travel, some new changes have been introduced. So, and this kind of changed the way how I went through with all of my passport controls and COVID tests and all the other stuff. You will understand everything a little bit later. Well, hello from Oslo. We just passed the passport control. So here was how the things went on in Oslo airport. When I came off the plane with my beloved Kosha, and it was her first flight, and she did very, very well, and I am very proud of her. But I actually don't remember much because from the moment when the plane took off from Riga International, I kind of but I think Kosha too. So yeah, we arrived in Oslo Gardermoen, and the first thing we had to do was passport control. So here are the things that you should prepare in advance for the passport control. The first thing is your online registration. I already mentioned in my previous videos that everyone traveling into Norway must complete an online registration form. So I was doing that before my travel, and I had some problems with the online system. I was kind of filling all the blank places with all my data, but they somehow didn't saved. So yeah, I was quite confused. I almost cried, but then I saw that there is this helpline for people who have trouble with registration. So I called there, and there was this chatty, nice young man talking to me and helping a lot, explaining things. It still didn't work, even though I was trying to do all the things that he suggested me to do. And at the end, he decided that he will fill all the registration form for me. So I had to remember all my spelling classes of English, and he filled all the facts and all the things necessary. And after that, I received a message on my phone, and this message included a special code. It was like several numbers, and the person of the helpline said that I should definitely save this number because they will check this number upon my arrival in Norway. At the passport control, that was one of the things that they were actually asking for me to show. So your passport, then they were asking me to show this registration number. And then they were asking why am I traveling to Norway, like for work or for leisure. So I explained that I'm traveling to my fiance who works in Norway and stuff like that. Then he asked me where I'm going to stay, and I told the address where Vitaly is living, and then he asked me about if I know that I am obliged to stay in 10-day quarantine, and I said yes, of course I know and I'm ready, but I will do the quarantine in Bergen. And then he asked me, which hotel are you staying? And
I was like, what?
Because from the information I read before my travel, it was said that you do not need to book any hotel in advance, because there will be people at the airport who will provide you with that information and most probably take you to your quarantine hotel. I said I don't know, because according to all the rules I know, you cannot book in advance. He said, oh yeah, okay, so you can go.
So I was happy that I crossed the border.
And I went on with Kosha in my hand, and then I heard somebody calling, wait, you cannot go. And you know how it happens in movies.
What?
I thought I'm in trouble, you know. But actually no, it was an employee from the airport, and she said that according to rules she has to kind of lead me to the place where I will take my COVID test. And now I got the information from the officer that I have to do my second COVID test here in Oslo and not in Bergen. So that's what I will be doing right now. In my previous videos I mentioned that you should have a negative COVID test that had to be made no less than 72 hours before you're traveling to Norway. So if you have that, great. The second rule about the COVID test was that after you cross the border of Norway, within the time span of 24 hours, you have to do another COVID test. This rule has changed. Now the rule says that you have to do this COVID test straight after crossing the border. For me, it meant changes in my plans, because I was planning to do this COVID test upon my arrival in Bergen airport, but now I had to do that in Oslo airport. I was a little worried, because in my head I had imagined that there would be a lot of people, all of them wanting to do this COVID test, which meant that I will probably stand in a queue, but I had only 2.5 hours until my following flight to Bergen, so I got a little bit worried. So yeah, there I was, I approached my COVID testing place. And remember I told you that I thought that there's going to be a large queue and people wanting to do the test? I was the only one there. Which is nice. So there was this person, he took all my data, and then came this lady who was supposed to take my COVID test, and she was so cheerful and positive, and that's kind of very great, because who likes to take a COVID test? It's really, really unpleasant. She even asked me which nostril do I prefer, how you will receive the test results. So she explained me that the test results should be ready within the time span of 3 hours, but you will not receive any kind of emails or messages or anything. She said if your test will be negative, you will not receive any phone calls or anything. You will receive a phone call only if the test is positive, and then the situation is quite troublesome. And in the meantime, I also had to be a little bit worried about the test result and hope nobody will call me. It's crazy. So yeah, then I was led to another table, and there was this kind of airport official sitting, and he asked me if I have something that proves my booking in a quarantine hotel in Bergen. So remember I told you that officially it was said that you do not need to book your quarantine hotel in advance. So I told him that. He was looking at me like I was some kind of... No, you have to have a proof of your hotel. Otherwise you cannot go. I said, okay, what shall I do? You can book a hotel right now, sitting here. Okay, I said, but I do not know which Bergen hotels provide quarantine for people arriving. And he said, we have the list. So he gave me this number of Bergen Hotel, and I called, and there was this really nice and pleasant lady, and I asked her, do you have any room for my quarantine? And she said, well, we have, but this is not how things are happening. Usually there's a policeman at the airport, and he will lead you to the hotel that is like designated for you, and we do not make any like bookings for quarantine.
But I told that to the airport official.
Then I kindly became a little bit bitchy, I admit. I'm sorry, I don't like to do that, but I was a little bit stressed, I was a little bit worried, and then I said, could you please be so kind and explain this to this airport official, because he asks for me to do a booking for a hotel. So I gave my phone to the airport official. He had some kind of talk in Norwegian. Obviously, I didn't understand anything. And by the end, he apologized and said that there has been a miscommunication and all is well, you can go.
But that caused me a lot of nerves.
I don't know. I was just sitting there and imagining going back only because of that. That was quite a lot stress for me.
It's like a little bit weird that officials do not know the official information, but okay, so yeah. And so this was basically the end of the saga here in Gardermoen.
So then I moved on, and I had to cross this green tunnel that says nothing to declare, because I didn't have anything to declare. I was going happily with my Kosha, and then there was another airport employee, and he asked me, is this a pet? I said yes, so we should check her. So he checked her microchip, and finally I get to show the Kosha's passport, and all was well. But yeah, the main thing is that Kosha crossed the border too, and all was very well now.
Finally did everything here in Gardermoen. I found my gate, so I'm going just to sit and chill for a while.
I started to wait for my plane to Bergen, and I felt like 80% of all of my concerns and stresses are finished. To my surprise, there was nothing. It looked like there's no pandemic actually. The arrivals did not look much differently than it was in August when I arrived. So I took my suitcases and I just went out. So upon the arrival in Bergen, I was expecting that there will be like some security people or some policemen that will be like working with all the passengers arriving and checking their documents so that they can see who's going to the hotel and who's going to another quarantine place.
That's Italy with Kosha, and I'm waiting for the bus that will take me to the hotel. I don't know yet which hotel is it going to be. We will see.
But here, I guess that's the mentality. People never lie, they always obey the rules. I just went to the information center and said, I'm sorry, I need to be in quarantine hotel. What should I do? To whom I have to like talk to? And the lady said that you have to wait for a security guard and she will tell you everything. And all in all, there was just me and this another man. We both went to the same quarantine hotel, which was surprisingly and funny, Bergen. Yeah, that was the hotel where I was calling when this Gardermoen official asked for me to book a hotel. And I think the lady that checked me in, that lady was the same I was talking to from Oslo. You know, what goes around goes around. I must be honest, before I came here, I watched a lot of YouTube videos and they were more or less from quarantine hotels in Oslo, and I cannot say that they were very much cheerful and positive, so I was a little bit worried. But here, no. I will keep the suspense. I need you to subscribe to the channel, press the notification bell, press like underneath this video, and next time I will make a tour of my quarantine hotel and room. You will see what kind of room do I have, what are my options, what are my meals, so it's gonna be very interesting, and this will be also very useful for those who are going to Bergen at this moment and are planning to stay in quarantine there. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my first video from Bergen, from quarantine hotel. You know the drill. See you next time. Oof.